Ceramic sampling work begins by setting up the table and the tools. You will need aluminum foil, a clean scalpel, a drill, some clean drill bits, gloves, seal bags, a pestle and mortar, alcohol spray, chem wipes, a camera. You will also need an analytical balance for checking the amount of samples. Once the setup is ready, check the condition of the vessels and potsherds. Ancient vessels usually come into fragments. You need to select a piece of sherds which is big enough to yield at least 1 gram of powder for solvent extraction, at least half gram for the acid extraction. Check if there is any collection number marked on the surface. If you find any markers, try to avoid drilling or touching the marks. If you see the glued area, try not to drill or touch the glued area when you do the sampling. The samples are usually collected from the internal surface. If you observe the food crust on the surface, you need to take the food crust in the beginning. Always remember to photograph the sherds before and after each sampling for documentation. Clean the scalpel blade with ethanol spray and chem wipe. Collect the food crust into a mortar. Grind the food crust into fine powder. Take a small piece of foil. Tear the weight of the foil into analytical balance. Tear the mass of the foil before collecting the sample. Collect the food crust into the foil. And clean the mortar, pestle, and scalpel with ethanol. When the numbers is stable, record the mass of the sample. Take the sample out. Pack the sample into a small envelope. Write down the archaeological site, the collection number, the date of sampling, and the initials of the people who did sampling. Also the weight of the sample. Put the pack into the seal bags. Put on a clean drill bit and replace it between each sampling. Drill the sherds from the same area where you took the food crust. If there is no food crust observed, remove the top layer around ½ millimeter to avoid surface contamination. Collect the ceramic powder into a tiered small piece of foil and weigh the amount of powder into the balance. The ceramic powder should be at least 1 gram for solvent extraction and ½ gram for acid extraction. To carry out both extractions, ideally we should get around 1.5 gram of the ceramic powder. Pack the powder in the foil with a small envelope. Put the samples into the seal bag. Record the site, collection number, sample amount, ceramic powder from the internal surface, the date of sampling, and the person who did the sampling. Photograph the sherds after sampling with the scale. Take off the dirty drill bits. Collect the dirty bits into the spool beaker. Clean the dirty bits with DCM. Soak the bits and cover the beaker with aluminum foil. Sonicate the bits in DCM for 15 minutes. If there is no sonicator or DCM available, you can clean the bits with air balloon or compressed air. Flush the surface dust off, clean with alcohol. After sonication, collect the DCM waste into the waste bottle. Pack the bits into the clean aluminum foil. Put the drill bits into the oven at 80 degrees to evaporate the rest of DCM.